don't hear anything.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We are live today. I'm Jonathan Mast, your host. And if you've been paying any attention, I had posted, boy, a couple weeks ago now, maybe a week or so ago, that if you've got a phone in your pocket, something that looks kind of like this, that you can begin to build your personal brand. And I had tons of people reach out and comment and go, how do I do that? How do I do that? And today I've got with me Vicky. And Vicky, I want to thank you for joining me. Vicky is going to join us, and she was one of the people that asked, said, how do I do that, Jonathan? So we're going to take a little bit of time here today, probably 20, 30 minutes, and we're going to walk through and we're going to show you guys exactly how simple it is to take this phone in your pocket. I've got an iPhone, you can have an Android, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's got a camera on it, we're going to show you how you can use this to build your personal brand. We're going to leverage that by leveraging AI as well. Most of you guys know I love AI and I think it's a great tool. So we're going to walk through that. Vicky, I'm going to ask you some questions as we go along, and we're literally going to start working on building that for you. So Vicky, thank you for joining us today. I'm really grateful to have you with me. And are you ready to kick this off? We'll answer a couple questions and make this fun. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Awesome. So Vicky, you and I pre-call, we're talking just a little bit about the fact that you have I believe you said a brick and mortar store, a retail location. And one of the things you're trying to do is figure out how do you get more people to be aware of your store so that you can have more people coming in and buying the things you do. Can you very succinctly tell us what is it that your store sells?
So actually, it's an online children's boutique.
Perfect. So an online children's boutique. And so what we need to do then is we need to figure out how we get people to be aware of you. What types of things are you selling for children in the boutique, Vicky?
So right now, what I have is just dresses and tops, bottoms for little girls and for little boys, and I also have like hair bows.
Okay, great. So we're going to talk then a little bit about, obviously we need to reach out. And the first thing, by the way, that we need to do when we're going to do personal branding, in this case, branding for Vicky Stores, we need to make sure that we're figuring out who is our audience. So step number one is, who do you want to reach? And Vicky, I'm assuming in your case, that's going to be the parents and the grandparents of these little tykes. Am I correct when I guess that?
Correct. And actually, I had a little bit more of a more specific, like women, young moms, maybe between the age of 24 and 35, 40, but also grandmas.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do then is there anything that sets, the next thing we need to ask is there anything that sets our product or service apart? So we've understood our audience a little bit. Tell me a little bit, Vicky, is there anything unique about the clothes that you're selling and the hair books and things like that? What is it that sets them apart from maybe what else they could buy elsewhere?
So one of the things I bought from this designer, I bought clothes in a couple years ago in December for my grandkids. And I noticed they were very good quality, and my kids were just having fun with the graphics, the designs of the clothes. And I bought this from a designer, which this line, she created all the graphics herself and was closing her business. And then I thought, well, my kids are loving it. I'm sure other kids will love it, and I love it. And then when she was closing her store and everything, I decided to talk to her, and I bought quite a bit of her inventory. And that's where the idea came to open the store, because I love the designs and they were unique.
Awesome. I love that. That's really good. That's great. So we've got an audience. We've got our unique value. In other words, what makes the clothes that we're selling unique. So now we need to figure out how can we create content that's going to resonate with us. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to ChatGPT. Now, when I use ChatGPT, we could use a lot of different tools as well. We don't have to use ChatGPT. But let's go ahead and bring that up big. Vicky and I will be over here on the side. And we're going to go take a look and just prompt a few things about, let's find out, we've got our audience, we've got our unique thing. Now we need to figure out what types of things do we need to talk about? What type of content do we need to create? We're going to use our phone to do that. What do we need to create? So let's just ask ChatGPT. So I'm just going to, Vicky, I'm going to act as though I'm you in this case. So my name is Vicky. And I run an online boutique. If I do anything wrong, by the way, Vicky, just speak up and tell me. Selling clothes and books for children. My target audience is their parents and grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And I always have to talk slowly when I type. Specifically, see if I can spell right. There we go. Moms. In which age groups did you see? Had you said like mid-20s to mid-30s, Vicki? Do I remember right? All right, so between 25 and 35. One
Yeah.
of the things that sets our clothes apart is the custom designed graphics
Mm-hmm.
that kids and parents love, and the quality of the clothes,
Mm-hmm.
which is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
These clothes, we're going to give as much as we can, are designed. Were they designed here in the U.S. or where was the designer located at, Vicki?
Yes, the center is from here, USA.
Perfect. By a, let's say, local designer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to that's our kind of our background. We need to give the ChatGPT some background. Now we need to say, what do we want to do? I want to create short form video content on my phone, showcasing, no, is it, to create credibility for me and my online boutique based on my target audience and what I'm selling. Please give me and again, I don't type and talk well, folks. I apologize about that. Give me a list of 15 topics that and questions that my audience may be asking about my products. And we're going to let ChatGPT go out, and based upon that information, I want to really point out how important we gave it the audience, we gave it the product and service, so it knows a little bit about what's going on. And now, based upon its knowledge of marketing and everything else, it's going to go out and it's going to give us some recommendations. So let's see what it came up with here. It thinks we should talk about behind the scenes. So we might be able to showcase that. And you mentioned this case, the designer kind of closed that part of their business down. So we may or may not be able to reach them directly. We could talk about explaining how the materials and craftsmanship are high quality. We could talk about some styling tips for kids. We could literally unbox it because this is an online boutique. Obviously, Vicki, your clients are going to get their stuff in a box, and we could actually box one up and unbox it and show them what they could expect. If you've got some testimonials, we could do some customer testimonials, how to choose the right size for your child, sustainable ethical practices, limited edition designs, lots of stuff here. So for this, what we want to do is we want to take each of these questions that's come up, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a short form video. And if you're good on camera, you probably wouldn't be watching today because a lot of us that are good on camera are already there. If you're wondering though, how do I make this work? What we're going to do is we're going to take these questions and we're going to create short video scripts that we can use to record videos about each one of these things. And then we're going to start posting them. The ultimate goal, and here's where we're going, folks, we want to make sure that we can help Vicki create credibility for her store and for what she's doing for her boutique. And one of the ways to do that is going to be to create and post videos, short form videos. These are going to be less than 60 seconds long every day. And the reason we want to focus on short form right now, these short form videos are going to get the attention of the audience that you're looking at. So I know, for example, that statistics tell me, and you guys may or may not believe it, but the average person in Vicki's target audience is spending time watching videos on one of these devices on their phone. They're spending in 4 to 6 hours a day doing that. And so what's that mean? That means you've got 4 to 6 hours a day you can get in front of that audience. And because you're running an online boutique, Vicki, people can buy from all over the United States, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to start creating a series of videos using the phone in your pocket, just like I posted the other day, and we're going to show you how we create that. So let's go ahead and go back to our list. Here's our questions. And by the way, I want to encourage everybody, if you're watching here, we've got a number of people online live. I love that. If you have questions as I'm going through here, please put them over in the chat. I may or may not be able to get to everything immediately, but if it's in the chat, we will get over to it, and we'll have a Q&A period here before we're done. So if I say anything, you guys have got questions, please post in the chat and let us know what those are so that we can have an opportunity to answer them. So let's take a look here, and we're going to pick one, Vicki, that you think would be really good. As you take a look at these questions, Vicki, I'll let you kind of pick. Is there any one of these that jumps out that says, if you were buying these clothes, here's something that would be really important for you? Anything that jumps out at all?
I would say maybe let's do 4.
Number 4, what materials do you use, and are they safe for children sensitive to sin? That's great. So help me with that. What materials are those clothes made out of?
Well, I have different materials, but I think some of that is cotton and polyester. Is
Okay.
like a blend.
Yep.
Are very, very soft. They almost feel like bamboo fabric, but they're not bamboo.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Well, let's use that. We'll use that because it's a short video. That gives us enough information. So we're going to say, great. Now we want to create a short form voice only. It's important we type in voice only, or it will give us lots of editing tips that we don't necessarily want. Video script for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Those are the likely 3 channels that these moms and maybe even their grandparents are going to see these on. So we want to set that expectation. I'm going to use my phone to record these. Please write an engaging Remember, I can't type and spell. I prove it regularly. An engaging and informative short form video script to answer question number 4. Hit the right keys on my keyboard. There we go. For this script, please note that the clothes are made out of a cotton poly blend of fabric that is very soft and reminds me of bamboo cloth or bamboo fabric. Is that what you said? Am I getting that right? Fabric? Bamboo fabric? Could that be the right way to say that, Vicki? Okay. All right. Keep in mind my target audience and begin by restating question number 4. Not 5. There we go. Number 4, in a way that creates curiosity. So there's a lot we're putting in here, folks, and I'll try to explain why we're doing this. We're going to be able to copy this for any of these other questions, by the way, and make this really easy to do. First, I want them to let them know it's a short form voice only video. I want to let them know I'm probably going to post this on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I'm going to use my phone to record it. These all are bits of information that'll help ChatGPT give us a better script. Then I'm going to ask it to write an engaging and informative, I'm going to remind it, short form video script to answer question number 4. It'll automatically know what that is, so that's no problem. And then I want to give it some information for the script. In this case, I want to let it know that our clothes are made of cotton polyblend fabric that's very soft and reminds you of bamboo fabric. Then I want to tell it to keep in mind the target audience and begin by restating question 4. So what materials do you use and how are they safe for children's skins in a way that creates curiosity? And I should add, and will be stated by Vicky, the boutique owner, on this video. That way we'll let, again, every ChatGPT know where it should do. So it's going to go ahead and it's putting this together. Sometimes you will see this, by the way, it's a unique opportunity where we're actually getting 2 responses from ChatGPT. Some of you guys may have seen that before, sometimes not. And it's going to give us 2 different ones that we could do. So very simple. This one didn't follow my direction, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the second one. And all I have to do is click on that, and it's given us our script. So ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to put this on to our phone using a teleprompter or something like that. And I'll show you in a minute how we can do that. But I'm going to read this one off. I have not proofed this. Vicky, what's the name of your boutique, by the way?
It's Fair 21.
Okay, and what can you say that is the first, Fair 21? Did I say that right?
It's allfair21.com.
All fair 21. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Not the O.
Thank you.
www.fair21.com. And I'm still tweaking some things, but it is open.
Okay, so I'm going to use that here as we go through. I'm just going to read this off as though I'm Vicky. Vicky's got a much prettier voice than I do, but you guys will know where we're at. We just want to show you how we've been doing this for maybe 15 minutes right now, and we've already got a series of questions and our first script, and we're going to now show you how I could record the video. Just imagine I'm holding my phone up in front of me as I do this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Have you ever wondered what materials we use to ensure our clothes are safe and comfortable for your little ones? Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm owner of the Fair 21 Boutique, and today I'm excited to share the secret behind our super soft and durable fabrics. At our boutique, we use a special cotton poly blend that feels just like bamboo fabric. It's incredibly soft, making it perfect for kids' sensitive skin. This blend not only provides ultimate comfort, but also ensures that our clothes are durable and easy to care for. So you can rest easy knowing that our clothes are not just stylish, but also safe and gentle for your children. Plus, they're machine washable and built to withstand all the adventures your children will have in them. Want to learn more about our products and see our latest designs? Follow us for more updates and tips. Just like that, guys, we've got a video that we can run with, we can utilize, and we can do. So what we're going to do on that is, again, Vicky, or if you're watching along, we're going to grab our phone. We're going to put that on our phone. We're going to use a teleprompter like Big View. You can go to bigvu.tv. You can download that for free. And Vicky, you're going to want to take this script, and we're going to then do one of these a day. We're going to take that script, and you don't have to record one a day. You're just going to post one a day, I should say. We're going to hold our phone out in front of us. You guys can probably see that on camera. And then we're going to read that off. Note, I'm holding my phone vertically when I do this, and that's really important because they're going to be seeing your face, Vicky, and that's great because you want them to start relating that to your boutique. We don't have to add branding. We don't have to add logos. We don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do anything at all. What we want to do is we simply want to be in front of our audience on a regular basis, and this is a way to do that. So we're simply going to put that in place and have that ability to see and understand exactly what's going on. Once we've recorded that, then the question is, where do I post that, Jonathan? What do I do with it? And so what we're going to do at that point is we're going to go ahead and, if I can find my windows here, let's see, here we go. I apologize, guys. They changed the interface on me here on Restream, which I use, and that means that occasionally I'm searching around trying to figure out where did all my buttons go. There we are. So what we're going to do, once we've recorded that video, it's going to be in vertical format. We're going to go ahead and we're going to upload that to as many social channels as we can. So Vicky, if you don't already, we want you to have for you or your boutique, it doesn't matter, a Facebook page, an Instagram channel, a YouTube channel, a TikTok channel, a Twitter channel, maybe even a LinkedIn channel, depending on where you're at. And don't forget the brand new one from Meta, Threads, which is designed to compete against Twitter. So we've got 6 separate channels that we're going to do. And we're going to take this video and we're going to post it on all 6 channels. That's it. Where there's the same exact video. And then you don't have to, notice we're not promoting the store. We're not trying to sell the store. We're not going in great detail about anything. We're simply giving these parents and these grandparents information. That's it. Now, Vicky, if you have some of the clothes with you, you might want to hold up while you're talking about it. You might want to hold up in a sample of the clothes or something like that, just to show them what it's about. But you don't have to showcase it's. You shouldn't, in fact, probably showcase a specific piece of clothes. Just show some samples of what you've got. It doesn't have to be anything. Make it personable. Just imagine you and I are having a conversation just like we are now, and we're figuring out how we're going to do that. The cool thing about this, if you're watching along, Vicky's got a retail store, so we're talking about doing this for retail, but this works even better if you're in any type of service-oriented business. So maybe you're out there and you're a roofer, or you're a chiropractor, or a dentist, or like me, maybe you're in digital marketing. Doesn't matter where you're at. We're going to go into ChatGPT like we just did. We're going to create that series of questions. We're going to go back and we're going to tell it again, just like we did up here. Here's a bit about our business. Here's who our target audience is. Here's what we're trying to sell them. And based upon that information, we want you to come up with a list of topics and questions. And it did just that for us. It gave us 15 of them. And that's over 2 weeks, by the way, worth of content right there. And all we're going to do is then either answer the question directly if we know it. So if you knew that answer, you wouldn't need it. If not, we're going to have ChatGPT write us that script. Super, super simple. That's it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to post that on each of our channels. So Vicki, again, we're going to, and for the audience, we're going to post that on YouTube. We're going to post it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Now they call it X. I still call it Twitter. They're going to post it out on Threads. And if potentially, depending on your business, on LinkedIn. So 6 different channels. You can post it more if you've got it. I didn't even mention Pinterest. You could post it there. But we want you to post, and here's the key. I want you to be able to post daily. I want you to post one video every single day. Pick a time of the day that's convenient for you and try to stick close to it. And then talk about a video answering one of those questions every day. You don't have to record every day. You can record all 15 at once, and then you can do it. And by the way, don't worry about getting, again, expensive camera gear. We want you to record these on your phone, because when you record them on your phone and you're recording in vertical format like this, you're going to have a bunch of people out there. Remember, we talked those moms, Vicky, that you want to go after 4 to 6 hours a day scrolling on their phones, and they're not holding them sideways while they're doing it. They're holding them vertically. And so when you do your video vertically, just like you and I are right now, you're going to appeal to them because you're going to fill up that frame. You're going to look friendly. It's just how they're talking to their friends. And so we want to do that. And I want to encourage, I want to take away all your excuses here. If you haven't recorded a video in this week, and I'm betting many of you have not, that's okay. I want you to record one today. I want you to do this through ChatGPT. Ask it those questions and record a video today that you're going to post. What does this mean to you ultimately? Well, let me go back and share my screen here a minute and see if I can get logged into the right stuff. So when you start doing this, you're going to get different types of results that are going to come through. I'm going to go out to my Instagram channel. Many of you guys know I've been doing this for about 1.5 years at this point in time, and it's what I've done to build my brand. You can see different things that I'm following around here. These don't really matter right now. What I want to do is I want to go over and I want to show you my profile. So here we go. Unedited, guys. You guys get to see this in real time. So I've made, in the last 1.5 years, I've made 1,112 posts. You can see some of those are images. A lot of them are videos and reels. I've got 36,000 people that are followers. Yep, there we go, that are following me. And if I want to take a look at any of the details, I can do this. Here's some of my reels. So I post a reel. You can see I'm doing the same thing that I'm telling you guys to do. Vertical video. Notice if there's a trend in there, most of those I'm sitting in a vehicle. And he goes, Jonathan, why are you actually sitting in a vehicle showing us all this? Well, the reason is because it's convenient. I don't have to sit in a studio. I don't have to be sitting in my office where I am now. Do it wherever you are. And does it work? Well, I'll let you be the answer. So late last night, I posted this one on ideas. I've had 60 likes and 1,800 views on it so far. That doesn't mean I'm doing awesome, but not bad. The day before, 6,400, 2,300, 2,000, 3,700. You can see the numbers. There's one at 9,000. Here's one I've got 21,000, almost 22,000. Lots in the 10. Here's a 33,000. And again, we're just scrolling just to take a look. But you'll see that some videos will do better than others. We've got some that are higher, some that are lower. Here's one. This guys, here's a great example. This video right here, I'm not going to play it, but this video is me in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. at about 10 o'clock at night. I've driven all day. I'm tired. And of all things, I actually think I'm sitting there in a gray t-shirt, not even a polo shirt. And this particular view has gotten all kinds of comments you can see. And on top of that, it's had 182,000 views. That's 182,000 opportunities for people to learn about what I do. And if you are willing to be consistent, you'll do that as well. And you can see here's another 25,000, 10,000. The numbers are all over. They go over. Here's a 70,000, 27. So the numbers are over. I've only ever had one that's gone over 1 million. So again, I'm no major influencer. I'm running a business just like you guys are. But let me ask you this question. How long would you take each day if you knew that you could talk to 1,000 to 2,000 people every day? How much work and time would you put into it? My guess is you'd take your entire day sometimes in order to prep, to talk, to share with 2,000 people. And you can eclipse those numbers really fast by doing daily videos. Now, Vicki, I want to tell you, when you start off and you post that first video, you're probably not going to get 2,000 views on it. But don't give up. Keep being consistent. Post every day. Here's my challenge to everybody on this call. You're watching because I talked about branding yourself with your phone. Make a commitment. In fact, I'll make a commitment to you. If you record and post a video every single day answering a question that your audience already has, and we showed you how to find that. I'm going to show you a couple other tools here in just a minute. And you do that consistently for 1 year, your life will absolutely change. It may not change in 30 days. It may not change in 60. And I know some of you are going to go, oh, yeah, well, I don't want to do it. Guess what? We're going into summer. It's a great time to take your phone out, do a record. If you did this every day by the end of the summer, by the time we get to fall and business picks back up, you're going to be finding out that people are reaching out to you because they found you online. I've personally generated tens of thousands of dollars in revenue for my business simply from people that reached out to me because they found me online, people that I'd never met any other way. That may not seem like a lot to you, but it seems like a lot to me. And it's a way to drive people to my business without me having to spend a lot of money on advertising or do dumb stuff. I simply record an answer to a common question. There's even a book out there. It was written a number of years ago. It's a great book if you haven't read it. It's called They Ask, You Answer. And it's about doing this exact same thing, but they do it in writing. They actually write a blog post to answer every question. It's easier to grab your phone. Blog posts are great, don't get me wrong, but grab your phone and do that. If you would do that every day, I promise you, your business and your brand will absolutely take off. You guys will find tremendous value in that. So, we showed you that. Guys, I'm getting ready for questions. Before I do, Vicki, I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'm going to ask you if you have any questions about what I've done. I'm going to show you 2 other ways to find out what questions you can ask, because the most common I hear after I don't want to be on video is, I don't know what to say. Well, if you're not sure what to say, we just showed you in ChatGPT how to do it, and you can do that repeatedly to get a lot more than 15 questions. We can even take each one of those 15 questions and ask it to give us 5 related questions or 10 related questions. Just think of that. If we took those 15 and had to give us 10 related questions to each one, that'd be 150. That'd be almost a year's or half a year's worth of content right there. Really simple. But let's go back into our screen, and I want to show you 2 sites. The first one I want you to take a look at is called answerthepublic.com. So if you don't want to use AI, if you think AI is going to kill us and going to take over the world, that's okay. You can do that. You can come right out here to answerthepublic.com. And this is a research site. All you have to do is put in your brand or your topic right here, and it will give you questions related to that. So, Vicki, you talked about, we'll just say children's clothes for right now. If I can spell right, which we've demonstrated repeatedly that I cannot, especially when the camera's on. So let's see. And it's now finding keywords. It's taking a look. You can see you get 3 searches, by the way, here daily for free. So while they are going to try to sell you an account, you don't have to buy one. Just 3 daily searches for free. And it's found, look at that, 105 questions that it's found. I'm going to exit out of that, and it's going to show and bring those up here in just a minute. While it's
John,
doing that, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Yeah, Vicki.
Your screen.
You can't see it. Well, thank you.
I'm trying to look for it. I don't see it. So
No, that's my mistake. I didn't share it. Thank you so much, Vicki. I appreciate it. There we go. So let's go back here. I was on the site called let's Answer the Public. I'll go right back to where I was. My mistake, Vicki. Thank you for telling me. It's answerthepublic.com. We're going to put in that brand, and then it's going to give us questions related to that brand that we can answer. And in this case, it's telling us there's 22,000 searches a month for people looking for that. And I can then get these things and I can hover around. So children clothes shops near me, children clothes for sale near me, and it will then give you questions and we can get lots of keywords down here. The other one that's similar to this is called Ask Socrates. And again, I like using AI because it's even faster. But if you don't like AI for some reason, go ahead and use these 2 sites. They're great. Did I do this wrong? I must have typed that in wrong. Let's try that again. I probably misspelled Socrates. There we go. There we are. Nope, that's not it. Answer Socrates. I'm sorry, not ask Socrates. There's what I wanted. Sometimes I forget. And the same thing here. We're going to be able to type in your topic, the country you're in, the language you want, and it's going to give you all kinds of questions about that topic. And when you do that, you're going to get more and more things that you can talk to. So, Vicki, thank you so much for telling me that I'd forgot to share my screen. And even then I realized I forgot to share that tab. There we go. Answer Socrates. I'm doing it twice. This is what happens when you go live, folks. But let me ask you a question. I know a lot of you are embarrassed to get on camera. You're worried, what happens if I flub up? Look, I just flubbed up twice in about 60 seconds. How many of you are upset at me? Probably none of you. How many of you have lost respect for me because of it? Hopefully none of you. And it was simple. I made some common mistakes. I'm human. In most cases, we find that making mistakes like that endears you more to your audience than not doing it all. So don't worry about making mistakes. I just demonstrated there to you exactly how to make those mistakes, and it works. So again, I want to have you go out there. So quick recap, and then we're going to do Q&A. Get your questions ready, everybody. I want to see them. So thank you. By the way, Willie just shared all of that in the chat. So if you're in the Facebook watching this is, by the way, we're live on LinkedIn, we're live on Twitter, we're live on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much, Willie, for sharing all those. Willie just put all of those in the chat there. That's great. Makes it super easy to see. Quick recap, guys. Determine your audience. Determine what sets you apart. That's part 2. Step 3, go to ChatGPT. You can use Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, any of the models you want. It's all right. And then ask it to give you the top questions for people in your target audience looking to buy your product or service. It's going to do that. And then take each one of those and have it create for you a short form video script that you're going to then put on your phone and you're going to record. Guys, I know it seems like a lot, but realistically, we've been training and doing this and we're just 30 minutes in. We could have done multiples by now. So I'll ask you a simple question. If you knew that you could grow your business and you could grow your brand exponentially by spending 20 minutes a day doing this, do you think you could find 20 minutes a day? I'll let you answer, but I bet most of you could. And that's what it can take. And by the way, we talked a little about this. Vicki, I'm going to put you on the spot here and ask you, but how much money have we had to spend so far in order to do any of this? We've got the phone in our pocket already. So how much money have we had to spend? Has it cost us a lot of money so far, Vicki?
A coffee.
A coffee. So Vicki had to buy coffee to get the courage to get on live with me. When we talked prior, she's like, really? We're going to go live? I said, yeah, we're going to go live. And Vicki, you've done a great job, and I really appreciate you participating with me today. It so helps to see something real life and demonstrate exactly how this works. So I'm really glad you did that. I want to ask you, Vicki, and I'm going to open it up to the chat next. So if you've got any questions, Willie or anybody else, please let me know. But Vicki, as I describe this, do you have any questions for me? Is there anything that didn't make sense or that I should clarify?
No, I think it's very clear. The only thing for me is to go and start doing it. And I think one of the things
Yes.
that you just mentioned was me being fearful of being online and being seen. And I have been taking classes already to do this as well, courses and things like that. And that has been my problem, not being on camera. But I think that right now you have put me at ease of being on camera. And I feel like we are just in the living room with people
And
that,
that's how it should be. Exactly.
yeah. And so I appreciate that very much. And I feel very comfortable to go and try this, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Well, let me give you a tip on that. I too was uncomfortable when I first started doing video. And so the way I got over that fear is I didn't pre-record stuff. And in other words, I always went live. You can
Mm,
go live on Facebook, you can go live on YouTube, you can go live on TikTok, wherever you're at, and record it live. And what's the benefit of that? It simply means that, you know what, when you flub up like I did when I didn't share the screen, you deal with it, you talk about it. And you know what? Just like you said, Vicki, it makes it feel like we're sitting in the living room having
mhm.
a conversation. It doesn't feel like we're having to just struggle and all this. We're literally just having a conversation, and that's what we want it to be like. I want it to be like that as you're telling me about the clothes that you sell and the books you sell, and that not that you're trying to pitch me. In fact, we never talked pricing. I never talked telling people to do that. Just share information and answer people's questions. That's it. Remember the title of the book. You don't have to read the book, although it is a great book. You don't have to read it, but as they ask, you answer. As a business owner, that's all you need to do. I want you to answer those questions on video, and I want you to post one of them a day. Super simple. But Vicki,
Perfect.
you've been a great help, and I want to encourage you personally. You absolutely can do this. There's no reason whatsoever. You've got your phone on now. You and I got set up without any help. You can absolutely do this. Just talk from your heart. Talk as if they're sitting next to you in the living room. Imagine, for example, that you and I are sharing a tea, and we're sitting in the living room having a conversation, and you're telling me about your boutique and why you picked the clothes and what's so cool about them, and answering the questions that I'm asking. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to do one of them at a time, right on video.
Thank you.
Any other questions from anybody online? I see we've got a few dozen people watching in different channels. Anybody got any questions at all? I'm going to give this a couple minutes. If we don't, that's okay. I don't want to tell everybody's got to do them. But if you do have questions, I want to make sure that I'm here to answer them. While we're waiting for you guys to think of questions, just type them in the chat. They'll come on through. I want to encourage you, if this is of interest to you, make sure you're part of my AI prompting group. I'm going to see if I can find that link here real quick a minute. And you guys could actually go ahead. You can join that group for free. And once you do, here, I'll just put this link up here. If you just go to this link here, jonathanmast.com/linktree, there's a link right to my free Facebook group there. Vicki, I know you're part of the group. You've been a part of the group for quite a while, and you add a lot of value. If I can I put you in the spot? Do you think that's useful for entrepreneurs looking to learn about AI? Is it something worth them doing for free?
Yes, and I would encourage anybody who is watching to really get on the group. I have learned so much, and because my heart is like, I think engineering, I think technical stuff. So it just kind of clicked right away, and I wanted to know more. And I have been learning so many things. I knew a little bit of AI, but now I'm able to do prompts. I'm able to modify them. I'm able to capture what the base is, and then you just modify it. I'm learning very, very much from this group that I'm so encouraged that I want to continue learn some more. And I have a son who he does media management for a university campus dormitories. And I talked to him about that, and he goes, yeah, mom, I'm into that. And I say, well, I'm learning too. So that's really fun to do. Thank you so much. There is a lot of value in the group.
Well, I'm saying that's Vicki. That's where you and I met, and so it's an opportunity for us to connect and answer questions. And I want everybody to know I am here to help you guys succeed. So don't hesitate to reach out. I do want to hear that. That's so appreciated across the board. Looking for the right tabs here. There we go. Well, I want to appreciate everybody who's watching live today. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. I go live candidly because I can flub up and nobody gets mad. And I want to encourage you to try to do the exact same thing. Thank you so much. If you're watching on the replay, by the way, feel free to make a comment down in the replay what you thought as well, because I'd love to, I get notified and then I know that we're getting replays as well. I'd love to see that. Guys, I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate your time. And I want to just personally encourage every one of you. There's not anyone on this call, if you have that smartphone, that you can't start branding yourself today by just answering a question and posting that video. It really is that simple. But do it every single day for the next year, and you'll be amazed, as well your pocketbook too, in a very positive way. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys on the other side. Hopefully, we'll see you over in my group. Make it a great day, everybody.